Did you know? Did you know? Did you know this stuff? I didn't know this stuff. I enjoy finding out things, people making connections. It's really kind of fun. And to hear it, and then, you know, these are things that you can pull in. You can pull them in and be like, yeah, I knew this and that, and I felt that. Whatever. I was born in 1975. 1975. And it was late in the year, so I'm not 51 until the end of the year. And the claims or the ideas that I'm about to share that have been put. Hey, come here, Guru. I'm first. Anyways, they happen around a time when I myself would be changing. Hey, Guru, come here. Guru, come here. Good boy. So, what do you remember if you're around my age? What do you remember? What years do you remember? I can. It's not like I can't remember things, but they seem so fragmented, and I guess I think that they're like that because it's so long ago, and I'm old, and there's so much stuff. It's not like I can't do it because I'm old. It's like I'm old, so there's so much stuff. It's like you've had this hard drive and you don't ever take anything off of it. It just kind of falls off the edge and things get dropped down into the middle and it pushes things out. I don't know, maybe that's what it's like, maybe it's not. But anyways, I wake up in the morning and I gotta wake up early, and I gotta stay up kind of late. So it's hard for me to wake up because I really want to just say fuck everything and just lay in bed, go back to dreamland, I guess. But anyways, I wake up and the dogs know the routine too. I open the door so the dogs can go in the yard and they do their thing, and then I pretty much ignore them. The bathroom's far away from our bedroom, so I go there and kind of use the restroom, drink some water, whatever, watch some videos, or look at things on the internet. And usually I like to do the stretching type of moves where you can touch your toes. I don't really do anything else besides those type of ones. I mean, not just the one basic one, but I kind of do variations of it all. And because that's the muscles that I enjoy feeling getting stretched out, I guess. The ones I use. So then I usually look for things that I haven't seen. You know, maybe that's a good time for the algorithm or whatever. But I usually, in the morning, I usually see some stuff that is a little bit askew from the what I feel normal people would be seeing. I don't see any of that bullshit stuff. Well, I do, but I don't stop on any of it. But I tend to see these things where they throw stuff in. And I don't know that I trust this channel. Well, actually, I don't trust this channel because he thinks he lives on a planet. How do you figure out? I guess maybe you aren't interested in it, so it doesn't. You don't think it matters to you, so you don't care. But how do you become awake on some major things, and then some other major things you just stay closed off? I don't know. I guess I probably do it too. But, you know, I don't think I do. That's never my intention. So is it other people's intention? Like, do they, oh, well, this is wrong, but, you know, I could make money off of it. And so what? Do you like give up? Do you give up your quest for knowledge? You don't want to know what the right thing is, so you give up on that and you just keep telling people the wrong thing? I mean, you already know it's wrong. Or are these people like, they can't figure it out? How are they? They must be parroting something that somebody else told them, and they think it sounds good, or somebody told them that it sounds good, and so they say it some more. But it doesn't fit with anything. I mean, they don't actually know the information. They just know of it. It's kind of the way I am. I'm not necessarily saying they're bad people. I'm just saying it could be misleading if you don't understand what's going on. So anyways, this guy is talking about 1988 was a reset. And that's why the Mandela effect is a thing. And there's a lot of points that he's made already because I've watched like 30 minutes of it. But the last one that he was talking about was about AI. And AI was started and now I realize there's probably things before it, and you know, things that led up to it, and these things are of a private nature because of the individuals that are involved, you know, don't share that way. But anyways, scientists and things like that, mostly for the military, which is a red flag, were experimenting with, back then they didn't call it artificial intelligence, it was like algorithms and synthetic learning type of things. I forget the terminology that they use, but I don't even know the channel's name, so you can't. Maybe I can if people are interested, but nobody even watches my videos, so if you have seen enough where you know about the thing I'm talking about and you're interested, I'll put effort in. But for nobody, for theoretically nobody, I'm not gonna do any extra work, so you don't get to know the name of the channel. I don't think I'll leave a comment on the channel either, because it's the guys talking about the planet, living on the planet. I mean, how does all this stuff fit into your fucking planet? It doesn't make any sense. So it just kind of destroys this guy. Not the information, but that guy that's bringing it. I mean, what the fuck, dude? He's got a hat. He's got a hat with his own logo on it. He didn't look like an artist type, you know, to make himself a hat that looks like he bought it professionally. I mean, sure, yeah, people could do that on their own. let's just say professional quality. It doesn't look like you made it in grade school. You see the wind blowing the snow. It's still snowing. It's more of like a snow fog. Yeah, so 1988 was the reset. Or around there. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. Just all he goes into everything. Maybe after I watch the whole video, I'll have his understanding of it. But it's kind of I think it's a really interesting thing because I was born then, and I can try to think of. I was alive then. I wasn't born then, but you know, I could try to think of my own experiences in that era, and things were weird. Things were different in my life, and some things just, you know, kind of stop. Life doesn't really seem like this linear thing, you know. You go through it and do all this stuff. You're on this path or that path. Have you ever seen a path just stop? I mean, you wouldn't really notice it because it feels like your life, but I don't know. I'm not scared about any information. I'm not like calling for us to go do anything. I don't want any real action, like physical action. Like, don't ever hurt anyone or do anything like that. I don't think that's worth it. When I was in school, I'm not a wimp. I'm just not really. I'm really emphatic, and I don't like people getting hurt around me. And so, you know, you can imagine I don't want to be the cause of it, but I can hurt. When I was younger, I had some fights and things, and it never really, I don't know, it never really seemed like a thing. I never really started it. It just kind of happened to me, and then I reacted to it, and I always won. I did judo, and when I had competitions with or against other people, I can lose in that instance. But like if we were, you know, to meet up in the street or something like that, I'm not gonna lose like that way. I don't know. Maybe I would, but I never did. Life's weird. You don't know what you don't know. So who knows? And I'm not bragging. I'm not saying anything like that. I actually kind of just lost my train of thought. I think it was just mostly that the paths seemed like they just kind of like dead end. There's no resolution or anything like that, and it's not really a dead end. Like you can't go anywhere. There's just that mode, the street that you're on. You're gonna have to take that street going off to the side, or take that trail, or, you know, go backwards. Or going backwards is kind of not something that you do in your life. You kind of just are reset backwards, you know. It's not like you have to undo everything that you've done. which would be going backwards. You just kind of restart at the point where you change the direction. You stop doing that and you start doing this. All this stuff, it doesn't even have anything to do with me. That stuff in Iran and Israel, I feel really strongly about human life, and I think everybody has the same worth and everything as me. I'm the same as everybody else, and we're all the same. We're all equal, and none of us get to do these things that we do without consequences to our soul or to whatever. And I don't have to enforce that on anyone, and I don't even know that stuff is even there. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game. If you've never been there, it can be part of the game, but you don't have any knowledge of that area, so you don't see it, you don't know it, but you know it's there. You can go there and learn it. You can go there and learn just a piece of it because you never got the chance to experience all of it. It's kind of like what life is. He's talking about the Mandela effect. Seems to start around the 80s. And I don't know if it does or doesn't. Seems like Oscar Mayer was before the 80s, but maybe it wasn't. But maybe that's when it all changed. And, you know, how would I know any different? Because I was so young before that. What if everybody was so young before that? Wouldn't that be weird? My mom and dad and people their age didn't get to be kids. They just had memories of being a kid implanted into them. But there's a memory of adults. Think about, like, I'm just a thing in a hospital bed. Come on. Having a dream about a dude playing a dude around other dudes playing dudes and dudettes. I don't know. What are we gonna do today? Today, take over the world.